What the fuck am I meant to say?
Well, I can't do it. This is mental. Like, I'm trying. You put me on the spot. And I'm trying to think. Like, what actually inspired me to make music?
So it inspired you to start making music?
Well, ever since I kind of started listening to bands, like I kind of started listening to Fall Out Boy. That was like one of the first ever bands I really ever kind of started listening to. I just thought, how cool would it actually be to be in a band? And then I thought that's what I actually want to pursue in my life. Obviously, instead of being one of those business folk, I actually do something interesting in life.
Your favourite thing about being in a band?
Being able to play music and then just kind of like, when you're in the band room, you're making like, you're just doing random things and then somebody just kind of like, you just hear something and then everyone just kind of looks at each other. You're just like, everyone actually kind of starts like kind of screaming and shouting at each other, like as in like you've just orgasmed like to a whole nother, like you're levitating through the air, like that's the best part about being in a band.
What's the best crowd you've ever played to?
When we done our EP launch in MESI Studios, that was amazing. I was just like loads of bands and then it was just loads of folk like different genres, like of completely different bands, and then like just kind of like completely different crowd, like mixed crowd, just everyone just ended up starting to hit each other. It was fun. Aye.
Is there any bands that you would love to tour with?
Tour with? Like, does it need to be in like a kind of
Like
small
top
scale?
three bands
Top three bands.
you would like to tour with?
Nick Casey or Strain, Aversion's Crown, and then if Dieters Murder Star had CJ in it, then that'd be pretty banging. But he's a shite bag and left, so probably that. Aye. See, it's sad.
Is there any local bands that inspired you to start making music locally, or would you still say you like to play Glasgow more than local shows?
I mean, we've not played many local. Well, the first ever show we played was in a church hall at St Kentigern's. We charged folk £2 a ticket, and it was actually quite fun. Like, it's like that was like when I had like pure long mad emo hair, just like flopping about, and just I don't know, like that was good, like being able to do that. But I don't know, Glasgow is good as well, but it's not the same as playing Gilly. Like the MESI gig, like that was so fun. Like that was actually such a good gig. Like I'll never actually forget that gig.
Is there any local bands that you would tell folk to go listen to?
Any local bands?
It can be any genre.
Any genre? Locally? Like, I would probably say, like, I know Revolve aren't really kind of local, they're kind of like out with, like, a few of them are from obviously Kilmarnock and the rest of them are kind of like Glasgow, things like that, but I'd say folk listen to them because they're awfully good.
Is there any inspirational words you could give to folk coming up in the music scene in Kilmarnock?
Get your pals, make music you want to make, don't be a shite bag, don't be feared to play shows. Like, think about it, all your favourite bands, like, doesn't matter how big they are, they started off in a wee shitey venue playing to folk that think, here, this is cheap, it's Jurassic Park, this band are getting only fuck.
So you released a split EP with a band called Parallel Spec. What do you think of that?
Band with, well, Parallel Spec, Josh Brown, Mark Wilson, like, two good pals, so kind of thought, I mean, after making music in No Guts No Glory, it's just kind of like heaviness, which, don't get me wrong, I love that, but kind of taking a different approach. It was strange, but doing it with another band that really, they recently got a new drummer, or you never used to have drums, and then they got a drummer, and then they kind of, I don't know, like Parallel Spec became, like, actually come a long way. Like, they're actually a really good band, like instrumental like band. They're actually really talented, so I'd say that. I mean, I personally didn't like, obviously everyone new stuff. I mean, I still like heaviness, things like that. I mean, I just won't like anything really, so that's just the type of person I am. But I mean, it was good to do something different.
What band would you say influenced you the most?
Influenced me, Amir. Like, I started listening to Amir, and I know Bring Me the Horizon, right? Like Count Your Blessing days, and I thought this is like really kind of raw, heavy music. But then I kind of like became like a wee emo bastard for quite a while and started just listening to Bring the Rise, and I was like, oh, all these nights, that boy. Then I just kind of thought, no, this isn't happening. Started listening to Amir again, got into much heavier bands. Kind of started doing heavier vocals. Just as I've kind of progressed, everything's just gotten heavier. Like my music taste, it hasn't gotten any lighter at all.
Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Anyone would like to give? I'd like personally give a shout out to. Well, pretty much everyone that's came to our shows. Like genuinely everybody, because without that we wouldn't actually be able to progress. I mean, we have only like pretty much played in like Glasgow certain areas, things like that. But everyone that's came to our shows, like, and everyone that's like put us in shows, and people that have like taken photos. Your jams, like Ross, things like that. Like, I mean, Ross filmed a Dr. Thunder video, things like that, and it's, I don't know, like, just pretty much everyone that's supported us over the past couple of years. So that's good. Thank you. No words. What the fuck? I'm fucking bold, man.